that whip, yo, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry, that's always on. I know the storm is coming, my pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night, cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot, cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Look, mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. Hey, shawty must know I'm the man. My money lover like a number one fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans. My Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands. My paper planes making a dance. Yes, I'm like that's part of my. We building castles that's made out of. She's amazing, on fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get this maximum wage that belong on a poster. I'm in the days that is waving at me like, damn it, I know you. You run the show like a hoster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your gopher. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. Yeah, I'm spending my money. I'm out of control. Somebody help me. She taking my bankroll, but I'm king of the club, and I'm wearing a crown, popping these bottles, watching they go. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
Stay with me, you ain't gotta go, you can with me. We could hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it could stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Get something to eat, go to my house. You could spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to get back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like. And either way, it ain't gotta be love.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Yeah, so every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go.
It's a
slow down. I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds. Call you Dale, cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
We're going to start.
Darnold steps away to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Darnold. Sliding out of the pocket. And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Go set.
Off of play action, Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
We're going to set.
Now it's Darnold. Out to his left. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. There's the stiff arm. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Darnold. They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Darnold, a 22-yard scamper. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty low power rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get the mention. Got that touch my savior. Keep it that touch of my
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
His second year in the league certainly didn't go the way that he thought it would. In fact, a lot of whispers around the team and around the league that maybe he was not going to be the guy. Ended up getting benched. Took his time, watched the game, and then came back better than ever. Second year in the same offense with the same head coach should lead to an even bigger jump in year 3.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Let's go. Set.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Young. Being chased out left. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Yellow. Ready.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Ready, ready. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
They'll try to throw now. Young. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
40.
Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On the ready.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well, as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Set, hut, ready.
Throwing, Young. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that.
Let's go.
That's called avoiding the trash.
Yellow, 22.
Now here's Young. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Ready. Set.
Hubbard. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do...
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's Darnold. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Well, you have to think the defense is motivated after the quarterback walked it in for 6 on the last drive. They know he's dangerous with his legs, and it burned him for a touchdown last time. Not letting him run free this time is the goal.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. David Moore back deep and waiting for it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the 1st quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. That's taken in by Arroyo. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. A play fake, and it's Darnold. It'll buy some time right. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here goes that.
Back to throw again. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. Touchdown. Elijah Arroyo. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Set, ready. 10.
Young now. That is caught. McMillan with it. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
At the 33-yard line.
Ready.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Young to throw. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
But he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And out now come the Seahawks. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. We'll get that to Charbonnet. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Darnold. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Second down and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Open man is Barner, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing again is Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Panthers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Young to throw it. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Let's go now. Hut.
Now Young. And the pressure gets to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Horton. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
Darnold now to throw. He finds Smith-Njigba. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and a couple.
We go set.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Seahawks.
Again, Darnold. And that'll be caught by Cobb. Shedding the tackle. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Trying to find Cobb, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They go play action. Young. And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Set, right. Ready.
Now here's Young. And pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good for a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Red, set.
In motion, the tight end.
Red, 38. Ready.
Off the play fake, Young. And caught by Trimble. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Smith ready.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
It's Young off play action. Dancing to his left. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go. Set.
Hubbard going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him right where it all started. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here.
Rico Darnold there to make the grab. And the Panthers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold headed back out there. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something that was built on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
To the left side, catch made by Arroyo. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Darnold. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 14. And the Seahawks first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Darnold to throw again. Gets this out near the sideline into the hands of Cooper Kupp. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw is Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
To the air again, Darnold. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
For the Seahawks.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, ready. Punt.
They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flush to his right. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the 1st down as well. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now again, it's Hubbard going left. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Young takes it on the sneak. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on.
Young to throw it this time. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Young. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Young. Under pressure, they got him again. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
And down he goes again. A bevy of sacks in less than a half. But this defense is still losing the game. They've got to fix something because there should be no excuse for losing with an effort like this on that side of the ball. They need to take advantage when their defense is generating this kind of pressure so early in the game.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Seahawks offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set for this next possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Darnold. Rolling to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's is inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Go side. Stay side.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you expect it to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2nd and 7.
Side. Stay side.
Now Darnold. Buying time to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Darnold sliding out of the pocket. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Darnold, he can beat you in a number of ways, and there the scramble for the first.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Touchdown, Seahawks! Jackson Smith-Njigba from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. Get this one across the 35. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Got a man, that's Leggett. And a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
off. Running left is Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Charbonnet. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
2 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Third and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That good for 19 on a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Charbonnet. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Outside.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, Charbonnet. Bobby Brown on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Here we go, set. Reset.
There's Charbonnet once again. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Reset. Reset.
Back to throw, Darnold. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Reset. Reset.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And that was just a good job there of being mobile and creating something.
Being able to extend a play and get people open or buy yourself more time to run with the football, that's a really nice job there.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here we go, set. Reset.
Darnold now to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sam Darnold, a 10-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Young to throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
Young to throw it. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. Now the Panthers going signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
95.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To the air once more, Young. This is caught by McMillan. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he returns this to the 22. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Go set. Set.
Now run by Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Go set. Set.
Here's Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stumped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here goes that.
A run now with Charbonnet. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble. But all is well. First down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab. And the Seahawks use the short field to get in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Now Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Down.
First and
Black
10
40.
at the 33-yard line.
On the run, it's Darnold. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 6.
Go. Hut, hut.
Young off the play fake. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
15 yards. That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A running play is Darnold. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks 49-yard line.
Let's go. Black. Ready.
They'll try to throw now. Young. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Yellow. 22. Ready.
The play fake. Now Young. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line. first and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Set, ready. Ready.
Young, the bootleg. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. How about corner Kobe Bryant coming in to make the sack?
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Set, hut. Yellow, 43. Set.
To throw, Young. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Rico Dowdle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Oh, this is blocked. And the Seahawks have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, there's been a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And that time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Now following the sack, Darnold and Carolina left with a third and long. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Bryce Young and the offense out for their next series. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team.
Pressure comes and down he goes. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now here's Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Young. He'll find McMillan here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he fields it cleanly. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Darnold. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Darnold. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Here's Moore on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Looking to put a drive together.
Set, ready. Black, 95, ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 10.
Set. 45.
Throwing. Young. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Ernest Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Darnold. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Darnold. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Young now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Young takes it on the sneak.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Young. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Pressure, and loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
Young will set to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
But tell the statistician to add another one to their impressive total today. Great week for the defensive front. A tough one for that offensive line. Quarterback getting right back behind that line, hoping for more time to attempt a likely third down pass.
Looking to throw, Young. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Torrey Horton now to return it. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. Now Darnold. To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Seattle.
Throwing again is Darnold. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tershawn Wharton able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Back to throw, Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the grab.
Complete to number 11, Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
3rd and 8.
And it's third down.
Darnold now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready?
Young. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Black. Now.
From the shotgun, it's Young. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On the double. Let's go now.
They run here with Darnold. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go. Set. Set.
Here's Young. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Okay, ready?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready, go. Ready.
He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the
10,
40-yard line.
38.
Here's a give up the middle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Hut.
They run again with Darnold. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Down. Ready.
Now Young. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Well, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, here's the option. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Face up. Face up.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Wait.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Etienne on the toss right. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
That is caught inside the 5. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Yellow, 43. Hut.
Young to throw it. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Panthers. From 4 yards out. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Patrick Jones in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Now it's Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He'll look to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down, Seahawks.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
To the left side, catch made by Arroyo. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First down.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So nothing doing there. And it'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Will go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
We go set.
Here's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Ready. 30. Ready.
Young. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and 19. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Brings up 4th down.
There's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Here's Horton. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw is Darnold. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Watt got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Darnold, eluding the pressure right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Elijah Arroyo, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Here's Dalton. Got a man, that's Leggett. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And Dalton to throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's Dalton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw, Darnold. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Darnold. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
That one complete to again. On the gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
3rd and 10.
Dalton. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Darnold now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll run it here with Charbonnet. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Myers' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Slot man moves right. Throwing. Dalton. Back to Renfro again. Complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big play.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The Seahawks take back over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin here with a run to Charbonnet. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Go set.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down and 6 now.
Hands up. Lead.
Now Dalton. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sand. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The play fake, and it's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Patrick Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I think we're both starting to run out of adjectives because this pressure has been relentless all game, but none of the prior sacks might be as impressive as the one we just saw.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Faking the give, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. Dalton and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Andy Dalton. Crossing right, and he's got his man. It's Renfro. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This will be Dalton again. That one completes a lead. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 45.
To throw here, Dalton. Got a man, that's Liggett. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
That's another Carolina Panther.
Dalton now to pass. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So Dalton now. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Back to throw. Dalton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
37-yard line.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Seahawks.
Darnold. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. So it's a win for the Seahawks here, and it was Sam Darnold, CD, who really led the charge.
Yeah, he was electric out there. You can't play a whole lot better. He wound up accounting for 6 total touchdowns, 4 in the air, 2 more on the ground. Just an outstanding performance.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.